In this, my second video of Chinese stamps, I will continue talking about some interesting differences. 1941 standard issue. No other differences noted in the catalog. Basically, all we're looking at is two different colors of the same denomination, so basically nothing unusual here. The primary differences noted in catalogs of the 1942 to 43 issue with no secret mark and the 1944 to 46 issue with a secret mark, letter C. And this is in this location, the regular series, the first one. This thing up here, this space is blank above the head on the left of the design, the emblem. And on this stamp of the 1944 to 46 series, you can see a tiny C right here. I moved the pointer out of the way in that same space. And I'm not sure, again, the clarity of my enlargements, not sure how I can fix that, but anyways, here is the small c. So basically, without the c is your 1942-43 series. With that little c is your 1944 to 46 series. Otherwise, they appear to be looking the same, but maybe not. This video is about the 1942 to 46 issue. Numerous small design differences do appear, but most are not noted in catalogs. I am not sure why not. First, the 1942 to 43 issue, I found no small design differences here. Basically, all looks pretty normal. No C, no nothing, anywheres. But taking a little closer look, I did spot something on this first series, and that is a tiny O. Well, where might that be? Well, it happens to be right here on the upper right center stamp of the stamp. A tiny circle, and no secret mark, no other markings on the stamp. So that's one difference I thought was interesting. But there's more. The left of the tie of this gentleman here, there is a small S, and I'm sure it may not be easy to see, but it is there. So that is another difference. No other letters or markings anywhere near the top. So we're still in the first series of this set. Now we're looking at the right side of the tie. And now we have an S on the right side. Well, already it's getting a little bizarre because these are definite differences, but still, I have not found a catalog so far that mentions any of these. And now we're getting into more. In the upper right, the tiny O again, or 0, whatever, circle. And on the lower right, a small S next to the right of the tie. So again, now we have 2 letters or symbols. And now, even stranger, left of the tie, we have what appears to look like a positive sign, a plus sign, and no other letters or differences anywhere else that I could see. I was primarily looking for the 4 positions, the left and right of the tie, and the secret mark, which this does not have, and any other markings, either left or right of the national emblem. If there's anything in between different, I'm not aware of it because I did not get into that. That was the first series. Now we get into and continue with the 1944 to 46 series, and this one does always carry that little secret mark, the C. When you see that, it's automatically 44 to 46 series. And yes, the upper left, we have the C, secret mark. All with secret mark C belong to this issue. But some do have more. Oh, let's take a look. Here we have in the upper left the small c, as we should, the secret mark, and the upper right a P. Actually, it's not as tiny as I describe, but a definite, clear, crisp P. Now, the P in some catalogs has been mentioned on some issues, but that's about it. I don't know about any of the other symbols. Again, upper left, tiny c, second series. Now, the right of the tie, a tiny p, or actually not so tiny. So many differences, unbelievable. Second example, upper left, tiny c, right of the tie, P, right here. And now it gets even more interesting. The upper left, again, the tiny c, the upper right, the O or 0, and the right of the tie, a small s. This one definitely, I know you cannot see, but under magnification, it is there, clear as a bell. So here we have, besides the secret mark, 2 additional symbols. And a second example. Upper left again, the C. Upper right, the O or 0. And right of the tie, once again, an S. And again, only with magnification is it visible under the overprint, and you have to look real close. But anyhow, again, same as before, same configuration. And here we have, again, tiny C up here, left of the tie, and this is really blurred. Even on the stamp itself, it's blurred, but I can make it out again as an S. So now it's on the left side. So basically, all these stamps are the ones that I basically showed, or most of these I showed, and my signs here represent, if it's a dash, there is no letter, no symbol, no nothing, and if there is one, I try to pin down the location, the lower left or the upper right. Here we have 2, and so on and so forth. Basically, I pulled these apart and showed you individual pictures of most of these. These are all the different ones that I have, and I'm pretty sure there must be quite a few more. So anyways, I really am surprised that catalogs don't get into these differences, because many other stamps with such subtle differences do usually have a listing. So why not these? Perhaps they do have a specialized catalog on this series, or these 2 series. That would be nice. And if they list all these differences and more, perhaps, that would be really good for somebody that specializes. And I think this could be a very interesting specialized area to collect. At least I feel that way. So anyways, so much interesting stuff. It's just unbelievable. And again, I certainly do hope that you've enjoyed at least a little bit of this video. Perhaps give me a thumbs up, and perhaps hit my subscribe button. Thank you so very, very much for watching. So again and again and again, sometimes if we look a little bit closer, even closer than some catalogs indicate, it's unusual stuff that sometimes does surface, and always a little surprise, and definitely quite interesting. So keep on hunting, and let me know if you find some such interesting stuff. I'd certainly love to hear from you. Thank you once again. My channel, Stamps Space, My Fun Things.